When is International Moon Day celebrated? 20 July. Which day is celebrated as National Space Day in India? August 23rd. What is the theme of International Moon Day 2026? One moon, one vision, one future. Who was the first person to step on the moon? Neil Armstrong. Who was the second person to walk on the moon? Buzz Aldrin. Which three astronauts were part of the Apollo 11 mission? Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Which spacecraft first carried humans to the moon? Apollo 11. Which country first landed humans on the moon? United States. Which American space program landed humans on the moon? Apollo program. Which spacecraft first reached the moon? Lunar 2. From where was Apollo 11 launched? Kennedy Space Center. Which was the first vehicle used on the moon? Lunar roving vehicle. What was the world's first successful commercial lunar lander? Audacious 2024. What was the name of the region where humans first landed on the moon? Sea of Tranquility. Who remained in orbit around the moon while Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed? Michael Collins. What is Earth's natural satellite? The moon. How old is the moon? About 4.51 billion years. How long does the moon take to revolve around the Earth? 27.3 days. Approximately how many times does the moon orbit Earth in 1 year? About 13.37 times. What is the moon's thin atmosphere called? Exosphere. What is the study of the moon called? Senology. Name the three main gases in the moon's exosphere. Neon, helium, and hydrogen. What causes the moon to shine? Reflection of the sunlight. What is the second phase of the moon? Waxing crescent. What is a second new moon in a calendar month called? Black moon. What is the pink moon? The full moon in April. What is the flower moon? The full moon in May. What is a warm moon? The full moon in March. In which direction does the moon orbit the Earth? West to east, counterclockwise. What causes tides on Earth? The moon's gravitational pull. What are the large depressions on the moon's surface called? Craters. During a solar eclipse, what is the order of the Sun, Moon, and Earth? Sun, Moon, Earth. During a lunar eclipse, what is the order of the Sun, Earth, and Moon? Sun, Earth, and Moon. Who is the Greek goddess of the moon? Selene. Who is the Roman goddess of the moon? Luna. Which planet has the highest number of known moons? Saturn. Which is Saturn's largest moon? Titan. Which is the largest planet in the solar system? Jupiter. When was Chandrayaan-1 launched? 22nd October 2008. What is India's human spaceflight mission called? Gaganyaan. Which was India's first moon mission? Chandrayaan-1. Which is India's third moon mission? Chandrayaan-3. Which Prime Minister suggested the name Chandrayaan for the country's lunar mission? Atal Bihari Vajpayee. From where was Chandrayaan-1 and Chandrayaan-3 launched? Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. When was Chandrayaan-3 launched? 14th July 2023. Which was ISRO's first Mars mission? Mars Orbiter mission. What was India's first satellite? Aryabhatta satellite. Which was the world's first artificial satellite? Sputnik 1. What is the full form of NASA? National Aeronautics and Space Administration. What is the full form of PSLV? Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Who is known as the father of India's space program? Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. What was the name of the probe that impacted the moon during Chandrayaan-1? Moon Impact Probe, MIP. What official name did India give to the Chandrayaan-3 landing site? Shiv Shakti Point. What was the name of the rover used in Chandrayaan-3? Pragyan. What was the name of the Chandrayaan-3 lander? Vikram. Who was the first Indian in space? Rakesh Sharma. Who was the ISRO chairman when Chandrayaan-3 was successfully completed? S. Somnath. Which Indian satellite was developed for educational purposes? EduSat. What is NASA's program to return humans to the moon called? Artemis program. Who became the first woman to travel to the moon during Artemis 2? Christina Koch. What is the moon's gravity compared to the Earth's? 1/6 of the Earth's gravity. Which Indian Japan mission will explore the moon's south polar region? Lunar Polar Exploration Mission. As of May 2026, how many countries have signed the Artemis Accords? 67 countries. Which Indian mission is planned to bring lunar soil samples back to Earth? Chandrayaan 4. Who became the second Indian to travel to space? Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla. Which Italian scientist first observed the moon's craters through a telescope? Galileo Galilei. What is NASA's long-term goal under the Artemis program? Establish a sustained human presence on the moon and prepare for missions to Mars. Thanks for watching.